This week on Detailed, we're going to talk about how you can get rid of bugs off your car. Welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you can help out, hit that subscribe button, helps out, and if you enjoyed today's content, make sure you hit that like button. Today, we're hitting more myths, detailing myths to be specific, and this one is odd. What we're going to be doing today is seeing, can a dryer sheet remove bugs from your car, and can it remove it safely? So before we get into this, just know that no, this is not one of my customers' vehicles. This is a employee's vehicle. They went on a little road trip, and I thought, hey, this is a great time to see if the bugs can come off, because we're getting to that time of year where you're going to have love bugs and other type of bug guts just sitting on top slamming your car. So let's see if we can remove it safely with these dryer sheets. I'm going to grab one dryer sheet here. I don't really know what to expect. So we got some more dried up, crusty stuff up here, some more full body bugs down here. Let's try it with the crusty stuff up here first. I mean, like it looks like it's getting like a little layer off of there. Maybe because it's just baked a bit, but didn't really do too much. Let's see if we can get some of these bigger ones down here. Not too bad. So we got some crusties down here. Yeah, not really going anywhere. Gotta use like my nail with it to really get to pop. All right, well, let's see. Now trying this out, let's see how well our OP Bug Blaster can do breaking down the bugs on this side of the bumper. So if you at home want to use Bug Blaster, one thing you should know is it is a concentrated product. So a little goes a long way with it. Make sure you read the back of the label to check your dilution ratios. I've got this one all pre-diluted. And so to really get this started, what we're first going to do is just start spraying it directly onto the areas that are covered with bugs. Just want to make sure it stays kind of saturated. It's pretty hot out today, so it's wanting to dry out and evaporate a little bit quicker. So just make sure it gets ample time to break down all those bug guts. All right, now we're just going to let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll pressure wash it off. All right, so now we're going to see how our first application of Bug Blaster went by pressure washing it off. Now, I know it's really hard to kind of see, is the Bug Blaster working? Is it the pressure washer? What's doing the work? So we're also going to be pressure washing this area that I hit with the dryer sheets, see if maybe we can lift up some of that stuff, or if the Bug Blaster is really going to take it over from here. So let's see how it goes. Make sure your pressure washer's on. That's an important step. It's not looking too bad, but to give this a very fair test and make sure we're not missing anything and really compare both sides, what I'm going to do is take some time and dry off the whole vehicle that we just got wet and see what the under layer kind of looks like without all this water. Before we look at the results of Bug Blaster versus the dryer sheets, let's talk about what is wrong with bugs on your paint in the first place. So first things first, we're hitting these bugs at a high velocity, especially if you do a lot of interstate driving or anything. I mean, really any driving, because that bug is impacting hard into the bumper. Now, when it impacts, you have a couple things happening. One, the exoskeleton. The exoskeleton itself will actually help break some of the paint in areas. Second part is when that does break, it starts to seep in all the nasty acidities of like the insides and its guts and everything, seeping into the clear coat and damaging the clear coat over time. So the sooner you get to a bug, the better, because then you'll have less damage. Now let's take a look and see what we got here. Over here we can see we still have some crusties, little bug crusties sitting on top. Even these areas right here are still kind of superficial, some stuff up there. I can scrape a little bit off of my fingernail. Now we come over here to where we use the Bug Blaster, and you're gonna see still, little kind of splatter areas like this. Now what these areas aren't necessarily crusties like we see over there. This is damaged clear coat, and it can be brought back with a different system of like polishing to help rejuvenate that clear coat that's been damaged. Now, what's the big difference between the dryer sheets and the Bug Blaster? The Bug Blaster is chemically breaking down the bugs, and then we're rinsing it off and taking off all that debris. Whereas over here, what we've done is take a dryer sheet, scrub the surface, and then once you've scrubbed the surface and picked up some of those bugs and those crusties on that dryer sheet, now we're reintroducing it in different areas. The more and more you go with that one single dryer sheet, the more and more you're gonna end up scratching your paint. Now I can see even like right over here where I was first scrubbing this one, I have scratches going across here from where I was using that dryer sheet. Whereas over on this side, it was just a lot easier. I didn't have to scrub. I didn't have to try to get into all the nooks and the crannies of the headlights and everything like that. The Bug Blaster did all the work for me. So dryer sheet versus Bug Blaster. Who wins? Well, at this point, Bug Blaster. You're fine. I like Bug Blaster a lot better in this scenario. I'm not reintroducing bug guts. I'm not reintroducing other dirt and debris that might still be on the surface. The Bug Blaster takes care of all the job. I wouldn't use this at all. Even if I had nothing else to use, I would just use soap and water. At the end of the day, that's going to work just as well as the dryer sheet. So Bug Blaster, definite winner. Now, if you enjoyed what you saw today, make sure you hit that like button. Helps us out. Hit that subscribe button so that you're staying up to date with all of our videos. We put out new videos every week. I've got to finish washing this car. I'll catch you next week.